Alright, as you can see, we put a little top up. Could have put us in some shade since it's already 95 degrees. And yes, it's 10:15 in the morning and I have a beer. I need the electric lights. Wife just went into the warehouse to pick up some ice water, so that'll help. So there's two ways to do this. One, according to this, you put the entire rail together, the full length. Okay, and then you put it on the risers. But to do that, you need like pieces of 4x4 that go across every couple of feet to raise it up off of there so you can get the wrench underneath the ratchet and to tighten all the bolts. Or you can put all the risers on and then put the rail together and then do all your adjustments. As far as I can tell, it's half a dozen. It's a dozen one, half a dozen the other. So we're going to start with the risers. And they are hot. This is going to be a long day. Okay, so for the riser, we have the bolt. We have the plate. Got a couple of nuts, actually 3 nuts total. And they're all the same nut. It says they're all lock nuts, but these don't look like lock nuts. Alright, as you can see, we already got one of the bunks put in, or a couple of the bunks put in. I don't know if you can see that on camera. We got the end one and that one. This is where I'm joining two rails together on this side. You've got this connector plate. You've got a bunk, and it goes in the middle. Right now I'm going to slide it up out of the way. It's going to take 6 bolts by the time we're all done. And that corresponding 6 nuts. Okay, we're joining two rails together. I'm not tightening these down yet. I'll tighten these down when we get done and we start to do the leveling and everything like that. Anyway, you've got this plate. It's got a skinny edge and a fat edge. Fat edge goes toward the back. You hold it up underneath and you can put your 4 outer bolts in. And then you put your nuts on. Now these are lock washers, so that are lock nuts, so they have a little nylon insert on the inside. So you can't screw them on all the way by hand. But it gets it up there and I snug it as tight as I can. Obviously things are going to be still a little floppy. Now for these mid bunks, the holes are catty-cornered. That way you can span both of these at the same time. And at the end, they're across from each other, the end bunks. And you put them on the inside. Now for us, I plan on loading the logs from this side. Therefore, I want the log stops on that side. And that's how we'll do pretty much everything on the setup. Now the walking path will be down that side with the saw head. The nice thing about that is I will be able to pay attention to the saw blade and these log stops. And that way I will hopefully avoid the mistake of trying to cut through one of them because I have it too high. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm going to load from this side. I want the sawdust ejected to this side, so that's why we're setting it up the way we are. Get this put in. And the wife will do the one on the other side. I need 2 screws, 2 bolts and 2 nuts. Two. Yeah, but they're hard to start. You gotta be lined up exactly. You gotta pull that rail tight as you can. Get rid of that extra base. Take the 2 pieces of metal out of there.
2?
Just 2 of them.
One's for you.
Yep. Yep. Something to note on these union pieces, the 4 on the outside that hold the basically the plate that holds everything together are shorter bolts. The two that go inside the mid bunks for these are long bolts, and it's a difference of 5 millimeters. So unless you're paying attention out of the box, which these actually happen to be in a different box this time. We started with the box for the extension, and they were all jumbled together. So I had to resort things out a little bit. But we're good to go now. So the longer ones go in the bid bunks with the plates, shorter ones go everywhere else. Well, made a mistake when I built this thing. It's too short, so we're going to extend both ends a few inches. Okay, what I'm creating right there is the anchor point. Looks like it's centered on the whole thing, but this is as far as it's going to go in this direction. Or this direction. Actually, it's as far as it's going to go.